Yes.
Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Okay. So, can you remember what we were doing? Do we have something to be continued from the previous one? Can't remember. Is that so? I have shared all the slides with you. So, can you just tell me whether anything is remaining to be continued, or else we can go to the new topic? So, last week we did topic number 3, morphology. Okay, so what is your idea? Did we complete the topic morphology completely?
Yes, madam.
Okay, so very good. So now we'll go to the next one. So today we are moving to a new topic. That is topic number 4. Let me share the content. Okay. So today's topic is syntax. Okay, are you clear where we are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, syntax. Any idea about this? Do you have some knowledge about syntax? I know, of course, you have, but just remind your knowledge on syntax.
Structure of the sentences.
Yeah, structure of sentences, correct? Okay, so then we know morphology, it is about formation of words. And we did phonology, phonetics, phonology, both go together. So that is about how to pronounce sounds and how sounds are created. So that is what we started with. Can you remember? The first, phonetics, production of sounds and how we pronounce certain pronounce words. Then we went to morphology, that is about formation of words. And today we are going to syntax. Syntax is the structure actually. Just get some idea.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So syntax is the study of grammatical relations between words and other units within the sentence. Okay, so then what you told earlier, that is also correct. So under syntax, we are dealing with grammatical relations between words and other units within the sentence. Okay, so then at the same time, that is about the study of word order, or else the study of sentence formation. Okay, we'll learn the same further. Okay, did you finish reading?
Yes, madam.
Okay, you see, languages differ not only in sounds, but also the ways in which words can be put together into larger units. This is syntax. That means in Sri Lanka, you just imagine there are very apparent three languages: Sinhala, Tamil, and English. All these three languages are different in sounds. How we talk in Sinhala is different from how you talk in Tamil. Okay, then the talking in English is completely different from Tamil and Sinhala. So that is with reference to sounds. Not only with reference to the sounds, even with reference to words and how we arrange words in a sentence, languages differ. Okay, I will give you an easy example. Even in Tamil and Sinhala, the sentence structure is subject, object, verb. Subject, object, verb. Mama, but, kava. I'm sorry, I don't know Tamil, okay? So then you can imagine it in your language. That is how Sinhala and Tamil. But in English, that is mama, kava, but. That means subject, verb, object. Okay, so then this is what I want to tell you. So languages differ in syntax, just like they differ in sounds and word formation. Did you get the point?
Yes, madam.
Rules about how words can be put together differ according to language, dialect, social group, time frame. Okay, rules about how words can be put together. So then how words should be put together differ according to language, dialect, social group, time frame. Okay, so these are factors to decide how words should be put together. Okay, so within Sri Lanka also we can see these type of differences even within the same language sometimes. How we talk a particular language in one area is different from how it is spoken in another area. Okay, they know not what they do. So this is, see this example within inverted commas. They know not what they do. So then this does not follow the rules we use. Okay, so we say they don't know what they do. So that is how we say. For modern English, but was totally normal in the 17th century. Okay, so now if we talk or if we write like this, they know not what they do. They go not where they go. or something like that. We don't say they go not, where they go. So we don't say like that. But this was the pattern in 17th century. Okay, during 17th century, people were talking like this. We will see. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And syntactic theory is about the rules and principles that determine how people combine words to make meaningful sentences. So we will talk this matter with reference to English language. So we are referring to English language. Okay, syntactic theory of English language is about how we should combine words to make meaningful sentences in writing and in speaking. Okay, now forget all these things and remember this one. Syntax mean how we combine words to make meaningful sentences. So we can't combine words as we wish. So there are certain rules for that. Sentences are not just strings of words. In the same way that words are not just strings of morphemes. Okay, strings mean just like sections. Okay, so words are not just a section of words, sections of sentences. So when we take a sentence, minimum there can be 2 words. I go, at least noun and verb, noun phrase and verb. Okay, but there can be many more words in a sentence. But all these things are not simply parts of the sentence. They are arranged in a particular order. So at the same time, words are not just strings of morphemes. So you know, last week we discussed how words are formed. And sometimes there can be 1 morpheme or 2 or more morpheme in a sentence, in a word. Okay, so then the morphemes are also not strings of words. There is a particular way that we have to combine morphemes to form words. Okay, if it is tough, you can just think. So, collection of morphemes, that is called word. But we can't connect, join morphemes as we want. There are particular principles. There are certain ways that we have to do it. The same way, we can't make sentences arranging words as we wish. So there is a particular way for that. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Check whether you got the point. There are strict syntactic rules about the structure of sentences. You know these things. These strict syntactic rules are called grammar rules. Okay, when you make a question form under simple present tense, you have to start the sentence with either do or does. Do is with plural subject, does is with singular subject. Otherwise, we can say, does we go there? Do she sing a song? Like that, we can't use because there are syntactic rules for that. Now, is it clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now is it clear? Check whether you understood these things properly and let me
Yes,
know.
ma'am.
Okay. So if you are unable to talk, at least put the message to the chat box. Okay. Okay, so we'll go. Consider these words. Bit a dog, bit the dog, cat. See? So here there are 4 different ways these 5 words have been arranged. Okay, there are 5 words. Bit the dog, cat. So these 5 words have been arranged in different ways. And these 4 sentences give different meaning. A cat bit the dog. Okay, so the subject is, the doer is cat. The cat bit a dog. Okay, so then the first one, a cat, indefinite. The dog is definite. We don't know what cat, but we know the dog. Second one, the cat is definite, a dog is indefinite. And then subject, object has been changed. A dog bit the cat is totally different from the dog bit a cat. Okay, so here you can see there are 4 different meanings actually. These different meanings come about solely from our combinations of words. So we get these 4 different meanings according to the 4 different ways that we arrange words. Is it clear?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So syntactic categories, that is none other than grammatical structures actually. Okay, so then lexical categories, grammatical categories, nouns are there, verbs, adjectives, preposition, adverbs, Examples are given. I don't think examples are needed. Even without examples, you can understand. And there are many more. So then these, earlier these were lexical categories. And these are called non-lexical categories. Okay, so then do you know the difference between lexical categories and non-lexical categories? So you are following a degree program, so maybe you have learned these things long ago, but still you should have some memory. Okay, what are the differences between lexical categories and non-lexical categories? Lexical categories can convey a meaning alone. Okay, something similar to that. But non-lexical categories are not like that. They have to join another word to convey meaning. You can see the non-lexical categories: determiner, the, this, degree words, very, more, I need more money, I am very tired, qualifier, always, I always go there, perhaps I meet him. Then auxiliary, you know, will, can, may, might, many more. Conjunctions and o. Okay, so all these things are coming under syntax. Okay, basically what you learn under language grammar. So they are related to syntax.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Phrase structure. So you know the way that you learn language, the grammar. First you learned about these things when you were in small classes: noun, verbs, adjectives, prepositions, adverbs, articles, the determiners, like that. So then phrase structure, you have rules in syntax about what word classes can pattern together in phrases. You know, phrase is a group of words, but even a single word can be said phrase. But so then syntactic rules are there how phrases should be. Okay, so here you can say NP for noun phrase. Okay, so then there can be noun phrase with a determiner and a noun. Okay, so then you see the example, the girl. The girl is a noun phrase. The is the determiner. Girl is the noun. But sometimes there can be noun phrases without determiner also. See, Aisha, that is a proper pronoun. Sorry, proper noun, name of a person. So it is without determiner. Both of these are NP. NP means noun phrases. They each contain a noun. So whether there is determiner or not, that is a different matter. But both these are nouns, and they can be called noun phrases also. Okay, we'll proceed. Here you see noun phrase, verb phrase, prepositional phrase, adverbial phrase, adjective phrase, adverbial phrase. These are things that you know already.
Okay, madam.
Okay, noun phrase. You see, the car is a noun phrase. A clever student, that is also a noun phrase. Study hard, play the guitar, they are verb phrases. Starting with verb. So then we call them verb phrase because in this phrase, main word is a verb. Okay? So we call the car noun phrase because there are two words. Out of these two, main word is the noun. Then prepositional phrases are there. In the class, above the earth, above the earth. Okay, so here the main one in preposition. Where? In the class, above the earth. Adjective phrase, very tall, quite certain. Okay, so then out of these two words, adjective is the main word. Adverb phrase, quite happily. So just like that. Understand this structure. Noun phrase, structure rules. See. Okay, yes, we'll understand. So noun phrase, we got to know noun phrase it can be a combination of determiner and noun. Okay, now see first one, noun phrase, the bus. So we can analyze the phrase the bus as one determiner, one noun. One determiner is the, one noun is bus. And there is another phrase, the bus in the yard. Okay, so then noun phrase. So the is determiner. Bus, it's a noun. Okay, so in the yard, that is a prepositional phrase. Okay, so when we look at the sentence, the bus in the yard, it contains three grammatical components. One is the article, second one is the noun, that means noun phrase, then another prepositional phrase. Is this clear? Are you
Yes.
confused? Oh, Hari, okay. So then determiner the noun bus. So then in the yard, that is, these three words are prepositional phrase, but still we can further divide it. In preposition, the yard, noun phrase. So then once again, we can divide the yard as determiner and noun. Okay. So these are called strings. Elena Caliban, strings. We'll further go. So earlier we got noun phrase. Now we are taking a verb phrase. See.
Okay, madam.
Okay. So here earlier noun phrase. Now this is a verb phrase. See, took the money. Okay, you are adult students. Mama hitanawa. I will talk in Sinhala actually. So then you are clear with what noun phrases and what verb phrases. If you do not know, just put a small message. Okay, otherwise if you know, it's okay, it's nice. You should know actually. So took the money is a verb phrase. Okay, in this verb phrase, there is a verb plus noun phrase. You see. So this as a whole, this is a verb phrase. But still inside, there is a verb plus noun phrase. And that noun phrase can be further divided as determiner and noun. And then took the money from the bank. So a little bit lengthier phrase. But this is a verb phrase. Took is the verb. The money is the noun phrase. From the bank is the prepositional phrase. So noun phrase can be further divided as determiner and noun. Prepositional phrase can be divided as form and noun phrase. Sorry, from and preposition and noun phrase. The noun phrase once again determiner and noun. Just observe this and see. Is it clear?
Yes, madam.
Okay, these are clear, I suppose. So then bottom you can see the phrase took the money from the bank, like that. Okay, now we have touch noun phrases and then verb phrases. Okay, now you can see the whole sentence. Okay, so here you can see the whole sentence. The sentence can be basically divided as noun phrase and verb phrase. Now we discuss about noun phrase and verb phrase. Okay, so the small boy, that is the noun phrase. Saw George with a crazy dog recently, that is the verb phrase. Okay, so this is interesting. Then we can further divide them into small segments. So the noun phrase consists of 3 grammatical components. So, determiner, adjective, and the noun. Okay, so then verb phrase, it has verb, noun phrase, prepositional phrase, adverb. And the noun phrase once again can be divided as personal noun. Some unnecessary sounds are coming. If you don't want to talk, you can switch off your microphone. Unmute. Okay. Okay, so then prepositional phrase, it has preposition plus noun phrase. And then noun phrase, article, adjective, noun. And then adverb. Okay, study it and tell whether you got it. And you can do some experiment. You can imagine a sentence. Okay, do that for a while. It doesn't mind. You take some time. You just imagine a sentence and try to put that sentence into different components like this. It's useful actually. Take your own sentence and just like this, you can analyze the sentence you thought. When you finish the task, tell me.
Okay, madam.
Okay, what is the sentence you took?
A girl saw a beautiful flower.
Okay. Then basically you
girl-
divide the sentence into
A
2.
girl is, determiner and noun.
A girl saw a beautiful flower, that is the verb phrase.
Yeah, verb phrase. So is a verb. A is a determiner. Beautiful is adjective. Flower is a noun.
Yeah, flower is a noun. Correct. Okay, correct. Just like that, you can try. Okay, read. Sentence structure.
Okay, madam.
Okay, so here this allows us to build up sentences from phrases. Okay, so then the knowledge about these grammatical components or else syntactic function, it's very important. If we want to analyze the sentence, the cat sat on the mat. We look at the internal phrases. You see the is determiner, cat is noun, sat is verb, on is preposition, the is determiner, mat is noun. We all can understand all these things. Okay, so if you want, you can say the cat as noun phrase, sat as verb phrase, on as prepositional phrase, the mat as once again noun phrase. So then even for a single word, we call a phrase. That is how it is in English grammar. And we know it is just a word, but still we call it a phrase. However, there are rules in syntax as in morphology about what order these interact in. So how we should put words, and that is according to an order. Otherwise, if we think that it's just a bag of words, it's just a combination of words, you are wrong. The cat sat on the mat, that is an order which is purposely put. So see here.
Okay, madam.
Okay, a sentence is divided into groups of words, or else sentence is a combination of a group of words. The connections between words in one group is closer than between words belonging to different groups. Okay, so then we'll say, here I will explain. Here, the cat is a noun phrase. On the mat, that is a prepositional phrase. We'll take like then. But the words, two words in the cat are very close by then. One word in the cat and another word in on the mat. So that is the idea. A group of words that cling together is called a constituent. That is a term in syntax. Okay, so but you should remember constituent means a group of words that cling together. That group of words that is together. To test whether a group of words is a constituent, we have three tests: replacement or substitution. A constituent can be replaced by a single word. Okay, so then if you want, you can replace a word. Constituent can be replaced by a single word. Then movement. a constituent as a whole can be placed in different places. Okay, position in a sentence, clefting, change sentence to it was. Yeah, we'll see with an example here. Oh, here I will give you one example. We'll say the girl under the tree is very beautiful. The girl is noun phrase. Under the tree is a prepositional phrase. Or else you can say the girl under the tree as a noun phrase. That is also okay. But here, the girl under the tree can be replaced with she. The girl under the tree is beautiful. We can say she is beautiful. Replacement. Okay, so then a constituent as a whole can be replaced in a different position. We can say, I like the beautiful girl under the tree. Like that. Okay, simply you know it. Now think about all language have constituent. Okay, did you read it?
Yes, madam.
Okay. All languages have constituent. Sentences are not just strings of words, have a more complex structure. We got to know that also early. So sentences are not just a combination of words. So there is a complex structure there, which linguists call constituent structure. Okay, so what is a constituent? A combination of words in a sentence together. Maybe a noun phrase, noun phrase is a constituent, verb phrase is a constituent, prepositional phrase is a constituent, like that. We can call the sentence S and label the syntactic categories as noun and verb. See, sentence is Johnny danced. We can analyze this sentence as Johnny noun, dance verb. Okay, there are two constituents, noun and verb. Okay, so they are the main structure rules. Subject, noun phrase, verb phrase, a prepositional phrase, adjective phrase, like that. Okay. See. So then analysis of sentence structure. The all trees swayed in the wind. Okay, the all tree swayed in the wind. Here, don't get confused with this auxiliary. Right? The all tree, that is the subject, and that is a noun phrase. The is determiner, old is an adjective, tree is a noun. Swayed is a verb, correct? But that is a past tense verb. So that is why we put auxiliary past. Otherwise, this sentence contains noun phrase and verb phrase. But verb is in the past, that is indicated as this. Okay, so then this past tense, we don't divide it. That is just auxiliary and a long line and past. So then we have a phrase, swayed in the wind. In the wind is a prepositional phrase. There is a preposition in. The wind, it's a noun phrase once again. And then we can further analyze it. The is determiner, wind is noun. Check whether you got it.
Yes, madam.
Okay, so this is very interesting. So if you are given sentences to be analyzed like this, it's just like a game actually. Okay, see here.
Okay, madam.
Okay. The children put the toy in the box. So basically we can divide it as noun phrase, verb phrase. Noun phrase is the children. Verb phrase is put the toy in the box. So then the noun phrase again as determiner plus noun. Verb phrase as verb. Okay. So then noun phrase, the toy, prepositional phrase in the box. Then noun phrase can be divided as determiner plus noun. Prepositional phrase in the box can be divided as preposition plus noun phrase. And there, once again, the noun phrase can be divided as determiner plus noun. Hope it is clear. What is this message? Do we add auxiliary when only there is a past tense? Not only past tense, even for perfect tenses, we can. Okay, because just like this, I am the girl is singing a song. Is singing. Is auxiliary. But it is still present tense. Ne? It's not matter of present or past. But when the verb is giving different moods, different ideas, we have to indicate it. Are you satisfied with the answer? The girl is singing a song. Is still present. Okay, you understood. See here. Ambiguity. Ambiguity happens or occurs when a word or phrase is having multiple meanings. See this. Okay, we'll see here. See this example. An antique desk suitable for lady with thick legs and large drawers. So this is ambiguous actually. We don't know here. These thick legs with thick legs and large drawers. It is with large drawers, of course, we can see. But lady with thick legs, mother, or else desk with thick legs. Thick legs means mahata kakul. Mahata kakul තියෙන ගෑනු කෙනාද mahata kakul තියෙන මේසෙට. So it's ambiguous. Desk, it should be this, but one can think it is the lady also. Grammatically correct. Sometimes it is grammatically correct. So, but we have to be intelligent enough to guess it actually. What does thick legs and large drawers refer to? The desk or the lady? Yeah, we know it is referring to the desk, not the lady. But even one thought that it is lady who is having thick legs, that is also correct. Okay, so now we were talking about syntax. Now you should know why we should study syntax. Okay, if you finish reading, let me know.
Okay.
Okay. Reasons for studying syntax. Our knowledge of a language consists of a finite number of words, rules, the grammar of the language. Okay, so infinity of expressions. So number of words we have in a language, it is not unlimited, it's limited actually, finite. But when it comes to expressions, they are unlimited. An infinite number of possible utterances in every language. Okay, so we can guess that there are such a number of words in a language like that. So then when we take a dictionary, we can assume how many words are there in English language. But still, we cannot measure how many expressions are there in English language. So no one can count it. All these utterances cannot be stored in our brain. So therefore, we can't keep all these utterances in our brain. It is the job of the syntactician to find out what these rules are. Okay, so then, syntax is about the rules of grammar, how words should be kept together. And those who do study on that is called syntactician. So their task is to find out what these rules are. You will see. Okay. Language acquisition. Understanding syntax helps to understand how young children learn their native language, how to use the rules. Okay, so we adults, we know, but young children, when they learn their native language or maybe their second language, so how to use the rules. So then syntax helps us to tell them how they should combine sentences. So just like that, we know those children who start walking when they wear slippers, they put it in wrong way. So then we have to say, no, this slipper is for this right leg and that is for the left leg, like that. In a similar way, syntax helps young learners to use the language correctly. But nobody can really state exactly what the rules are. It's amazing that children can do it so fast. Okay, so there are large number of rules, grammatical rules in a language. We cannot tell exactly what they are, but still young children learn them very quickly. Are you okay? I am going the other way. Sorry. Universal grammar. Our subject is language and linguistics. That is why we are learning this. Okay. Okay, did you read it? What is this message? Okay, very good. So then, as students who are learning about language and linguistics, you should know this term, universal grammar. And theory of Chomsky, Noam Chomsky, universal grammar has principles and parameters. And Noam Chomsky, he was a linguist who studied a lot about modern languages. So then he came up with a concept called universal grammar. Okay, so universal grammar contains principles and parameters. We'll see what they are. Principles true of all the languages. All the languages have the same underlying structure. That means all languages have nouns and verbs. That is the meaning of same underlying structure. Whatever the language in this world, so there are nouns, there are verbs, there are adjectives, there are adverbs, like that. Parameters means whose setting varies from language to language. Okay, that means Noam Chomsky is telling languages in the world, they are similar and different, both. So then when it comes to principles, they are similar. When it comes to parameters, they are different. So parameters under that, see, English and Chinese languages have SVO. Subject, verb, object. Japanese, Tamil, Sinhalese languages, it contains SOV. So these are very famous structures of languages in the world, either SVO or SOV. See here, word order. Okay, so here hope you can understand this table. So when we consider the number of languages in the world, 45% of languages use the word order structure SVO. That means subject, object, verb. So just like our languages, Mama, Gedara, Yana. Mama, Bat, Kanama. Just like that. So then what we are using in Sinhala and Tamil, they are the most famous language structures in the world because there are nearly 45% of languages having the same structure. Even English is secondary to ours. Okay, so then SVO, just like English, you can see the example. I, you, love, SOV, our pattern. I love you, there are nearly 42% of language. Then VSO, love, I, you, 9. Then VOS, love you, I, third, 3%. Then you, love, I. So there are languages talking like that, typing like that, 1% actually. Okay, did you get the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, as a whole, we discuss under syntax, that is about the structure of the language and how words should be put together in an order which conveys a meaning. Okay, any question about this topic, syntax? So we can go deep into syntax, but here we need to just have an idea about it only. Okay, any doubt up to now?
No, ma'am.
No, if it is no, shall we go to the another? I will show you the syllabus actually, then you can understand where you are. So that is important. Show you the syllabus. Here. See the topics. These are the things we did. Introduction to language and linguistics we completed. Phonetics and phonology we completed. Morphology we completed. Just now we completed syntax. Syntax also. Shall we go to semantics now? I don't think we can finish it, but we can start.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Semantic. What do you mean by semantic?
Meaning of the language.
Very good. Meaning of the language. See. You get some idea about semantics.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Semantics is the technical term used to refer to the study of meaning, as you told. And since meaning is a part of language, semantics is a part of language. Okay. Semantic is one of the most important component of language. That is about a study of meaning, and yeah, the semantic is about the study of meaning. See,
Okay, madam.
Okay. Semantics is the branch of linguistics that deals with the study of meaning and also changes in meaning and the principles that govern the relationship between sentences or words and their meaning. Okay. So we are simply learning here semantics as a section of your syllabus. But when it comes to the field of linguistics, semantic is very important. It's a branch of linguistics. It is the study of the relationship between signs and symbols and what they represent. Okay, in other words, the words are symbols actually. But by seeing words, we get something into our mind that is meaning. See? Finished reading?
Yes, madam.
What is semantics? Now already you know what it is. Anyway, semantics is the study of meaning in language. It's a wide subject within the general study of language. It's a broad subject within the general study of language. An understanding of semantics is essential to the study of language acquisition. How language users acquire a sense of meaning as speakers and writers, listeners and readers. Yeah, an understanding of semantic is essential. That's what we discussed. How language users acquire a sense of meaning as speakers and writers, listeners and readers. Okay, so then this semantics, that means getting the meaning of language is important for speakers, those who talk the language, writers, those who write, those who listen, and those who read. Okay, so speakers, writers, listeners, and readers, they all equally need understanding about semantics. It is also essential to the study of language change, how meaning alter over time. Okay, so then if I give you one example, it is also essential to the study of language change. Okay, can you give me some examples for a word which has changed meaning over time? Okay, that means over a time, certain words changes their meaning. Think of some examples. Yeah, I can give you examples from Sinhalese language. For an example, certain terms which we use positively today, they were used totally negative sense with a total negative sense in the past. For an example, nowadays we say patta in Sinhala. I know there are Muslim students, but still I suppose you can understand Sinhala. Am I correct? Rushla, Zumayya, I know
Yes, ma'am.
Zumayya. Yeah. Okay. For an
Yeah, ma'am.
example, patta. So when something is very tasty, we say patta rasai. But when we pay our attention to the past, actually, the meaning of the word patta, it was for totally negative idea. But with the time, meaning changes. That happens even in English language. And there may be plenty of examples from your language, Tamil also. Right? Okay, and then one more word I will use it because it gives you a very nice meaning. Samanalaya, for an example. Sinhalese students will understand better. I'm sorry, I don't know any Tamil example. So in the past, the term Samanalaya, it was used to indicate a person who is very innocent. Okay? Because the insect, butterfly is very innocent. So I will give you one example. Have you heard of Vijay Kumaratunga? Have you heard of him?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So he was shot to death untimely. So then at his funeral, Professor Carlo Fonseca, he was delivering a speech. There he was telling in Sinhala, me marala dala inni samanale. So what he highlighted at that time, it was that Vijay Kumaratunga, he was very innocent. But just imagine if a person is using the same term for a dead person nowadays, it will be a great disgrace because the term Samanalaya, it is having a different connotation today. So it is used for to name a person who is having homosexual affair or a gay person. Okay, that is another example for how meaning alters over time. Did you understand it?
Yes, madam.
Okay, we will proceed. Okay, read this also.
Okay, madam.
It is important for understanding language in social context, as these are likely to affect meaning. So, to understand a language, we have to refer the society also, because language is having a social component. as they are likely to affect meaning and for understanding varieties of English and effects of style. The social context we have to refer. It is thus one of the most fundamental concepts in linguistics. Okay, so that is because of all these things, only semantic has become a very important concept in linguistics. The study of semantics includes the study of how meaning is constructed. Okay, how meaning is constructed, how meaning is interpreted, how meaning is clarified, how it obscured. Obscured means uncertain. Illustrated, simplified, negotiated, contradicted. You know what contradicted? Completely opposite, and paraphrased. All these things are there when it comes to semantics. Go further. Okay, here some important areas of semantics theory or related subject includes. So that when we want to understand the meaning, so these things should be considered. Okay, if I tell it once again, if you want to understand the meaning, you have to consider these things. For an example, symbol and referent. Sometimes some words are used as symbols or references. And then conceptions of meaning. So there are certain concepts. Words and lexemes. Denotation, connotation, implication, pragmatics. Pragmatics, that is the use of language. Ambiguity, metaphor, simile, symbols, semantic fields. Don't worry about these things. These things are there. Just simply know it. Synonym, antonym, hyphonym, collocation, fixed expression, idiom, semantic change, and etymology. Etymology means that is about the origin of words. Polysemy. Poly means always multi. Words with many meanings. Homonymy, homophones, homograph, lexicology, lexicography, thesaurus. Thesaurus contains synonyms. Libraries and web portal, epistemology, color. There are many more things which affect meaning. So these are different areas. There's no need of studying them, but simply remember certain things which are familiar to you. Okay, we'll go further.
Okay, madam.
Okay. The noun semantics and the adjective semantic are derived from the Greek word semantikos, that means significant. Okay, most of the terms in English language originated in Greek language, Latin. In linguistics, semantics is the subfield that is devoted to the study of meaning. As born on the syntactic level of words, phrases, sentences, and sometimes large units of discourse, generally referred to as text. So then the meaning varies. It can be simple as meaning of a word, meaning of phrases, meaning of a sentence. At the same time, it can be broad as text. So the meaning, yes, it goes to a broader area. It fluctuates a long area. It can be small, it can be large.
Okay, madam.
Okay. For thousands of years, philosophers have pondered. Pondered means they were thinking, thought, the meaning of meaning. Yet speakers of a language can understand what is said to them and can produce strings of words that are meaningful to other speakers. Okay, so then it's very difficult to define it actually. Okay, these are general things, and that is why I'm going quickly.
Okay.
Okay, to understand language, we need to know the meaning of words and the morphemes that compose them. You know what morphemes are. Last week we learned combination of morphemes, that is called words. And there can be words with single morpheme or many morphemes. We also must know how the meaning of words combine into phrases and sentences. Finally, we must consider context when determining meaning. Okay, so we have to consider many more things when we get meaning. The study of the linguistic meaning of morpheme, word phrases and sentences is called semantics. Okay, so semantics means the study of the linguistic meaning of morpheme, words, phrases, and sentences. But simply you can say semantic is the meaning. That's enough. Okay. Yeah, only this bigger one. Okay, I will read it out. Subfields of semantics are lexical. Lexical means relating to the vocabulary, words or morphemes of a language. Semantics, which is concerned with the meaning of words. And the meaning relationship among words, and phrasal or sentential semantic, which is concerned with the meaning of syntactic units larger than the words. Okay, so here from this paragraph you can know a subfield of semantics. One is lexical semantic. Okay, so if you are going to have a short note, subfield of semantic, lexical semantic, that is getting the meaning of words. And the other one is sentential semantic, that means getting the meaning of bigger, larger syntactic units, just like sentences. Is it clear? One is lexical semantic, means getting the meaning of words. Sentential semantic means getting the meaning of sentences. Is it clear? Okay. I'm wondering whether we should go to this section. I don't know how we will know, but I don't know whether we can finish. Okay, we'll continue. Okay, the study of how context affect meaning is called pragmatics. Okay, there is another term called pragmatics. What is your idea? Should we start this next week or if we continue this within this 10 minutes, will you be confused? It's not matter of staying for 10 minutes, but still if it is confusing, for an example, wait, I will show it to you. Here, there is a section called pragmatics, language in use. How do you prefer? I will, silence says lots of things. I will continue. We'll see whether you understand it. Pragmatics. Okay, so pragmatic is another important component of language. That means use of language. So here we are not going to learn about pragmatics, but for understanding meaning, pragmatic is important. For example, the sentence, it's cold in here, can be interpreted in certain situations as close the window. Check this. So then just imagine somebody sitting close to the window is telling it's cold in here. So that can be an interpretation to close the window. Maybe the person is telling close the window. Did you get the point? Okay, so there the meaning it's called here was interpreted as close the window because of the situation or the use environment. Did you get the point?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So then the person is not telling it's called here simply. So then it is understood as he or she is telling this for asking another person to close the window. At the same way, if a person say, just imagine it's sweating. Okay, everybody is sweating. Then one person is telling it's very hot. Indirectly, the person is asking the other person to switch on the fan. It depends on the use. So where is that sentence used? That is called pragmatics. See this one. No, sorry, not this one. Okay, so here you can see one example. This example was taken by the very famous linguist Noam Chomsky. So see this sentence in blue color. Colorless, green ideas, sleep furiously. Colorless, the spelling is wrong. That's according to the American way. Colorless, green ideas, sleep furiously. Isn't this grammatically correct? What is your idea? Isn't this grammatically correct? Okay, can't you, yeah, what is this message? Yes, grammatically correct. A colorless green ideas, that is a plural subject. Sleep is a verb and that is in plural form. Furiously is an adverb. Okay, so then these words were taken randomly. It's grammatical according to the lexical classification. However, it is nonsense on semantic level. Okay, from this what you need to understand is what is grammatically correct is not always meaningful. Also goes the claim, but is the claim correct? Okay, this is grammatically 100% correct, but it is meaningless. Okay, so then according to well-established usage of the word green, a green idea is one that is new and untired. Okay, no. So then here there is a description. Okay, so I will be sharing the slide. So you can read this description, then you will get some sense actually. But even though this is senseless, we can, if we want, we can interpret it with the meaning. So that is what we do in literature. Okay, so we give our own interpretations to the words in a poem. Okay, so then here in these slides, the meaning is given. So I can explain, but it takes another half an hour. So shall we discuss this next week?
Okay, madam.
Okay, so I will be sharing the slide. You just read the slides. Then before we go to another lesson, we will just understand this. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 slides are there. That is why I did not start explaining. You better read it well. Then we will discuss it next week. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Shall we wind up the session now?
Okay, madam. Madam, can you
Okay.
share the two presentation?
You did not receive any presentation yet. Is that so?
No, no, madam. Earlier presentation in this one.
Earlier one I have already sent actually. I will be sending this now. Then you will receive it. The earlier one I have already shared. I'm just checking. Yes, it has been shared. Mr. Rishad will share it with you. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Okay. So last week one is morphology. Yes, I have shared. Okay.
Yeah, it is
Okay.
okay, madam. Today session.
Okay. That you have. Okay. This one I will share now itself.
Okay, madam.
Okay, then good night.
Thank you, madam. Good night.
Okay, welcome. Good night.